New York City. Welcome to another edition of the Carton Show. My main man, Tyron A. Johnson, sitting over there as we get ready for a very special Wednesday morning program. And that, of course, is because we've waited 9 long, arduous days, tried to figure out the difference between a pinky and a metacarpal. Fat Horse just came around to what we reported 4 days ago. I think she's breaking news on Get Up this morning that Mitchell Robinson did not break his pinky. He broke this part of his pinky, the 5th metacarpal. That was reported the day they announced that he had a broken metacarpal. Matter of fact, Mike Brown came out 9 days ago, it seems like, and said that he broke his 5th metacarpal, which is at the base of the pinky, right?
Right.
But that's Brian Windhorst for you. Thinks he's breaking news this morning by saying it's not a broken pinky, it's a broken hand. Jackass. Did you see the video yesterday of Mitchell Robinson out on the court, shooting the ball effortlessly, passing the ball, catching the ball, and dribbling the ball? I know he's listed as questionable. That's what we call gamesmanship. The New York Knicks have zero responsibility to tell the San Antonio Spurs the status of Mitchell Robinson other than they acknowledge he broke his finger, the base of it towards in between the base of the pinky and the wrist. That's where the 5th metacarpal is, as originally reported. That's not breaking news this morning on ESPN. And the Knicks now are playing the game. And the game is he's got an injury and he's questionable. Let me tell you what's really going on now, because I happen to know. Mitchell Robinson is playing tonight in Game 1. And I'm sick and tired of all these people who are now Johnny-come-latelys to the Knick party and to the NBA, guys that only show up like Ethan, for that matter, in playoff time and don't watch a game in November, December, January, February, March, or April, and then decide that they are the experts on all things basketball. If you're picking the Knicks to win this in 6, stay on the porch with the dogs, all right?
What?
If you're picking the Spurs to win this in 7, stay on your porch with the dogs where you can be protected.
Huh?
Have some balls. Make a prediction that you want to make and say it with your chest.
Okay.
Don't be one of those guys that goes, well, I think it's going to be a really good series, and I can see it going 7, so I'm going to take the Spurs in 7. Because when you take the Spurs in 7, let me walk you through the mental aspect of that, okay?
Because they couldn't possibly actually think.
No, they don't think that.
They have to.
They're scared. They belong on the porch.
Okay.
Buy yourself a Rottweiler and stay on the porch where the dog can protect you. Don't run the fields with the guys.
Okay.
All right. Be the soft yellow-bellied punk you are, and stay on the porch. Let the men hunt and gather.
Okay.
If I may. Okay.
And also, people that say Knicks in 6.
Yeah, same people.
They don't believe.
Same people. They don't. They're afraid to speak it with their chest.
Okay.
They're afraid to come out and say what they really feel.
So you're going to make your prediction?
I am right now. Let me walk you through what a guy's really thinking when he says Spurs in 7.
All right.
He doesn't want to offend the New York fan base. When you say Spurs in 7, you really think Spurs in 5. But you don't have the balls to say it.
What?
Because when it all comes out, if the Spurs win in any amount of games, you can lay claim to saying, I had the Spurs.
I picked the Spurs.
If the Knicks win it, let's just say in 6 or 7, you can say, told you it was going to be a tight series.
I had that all along.
It's like you win anyway, either way.
Yeah.
Means you have no balls. It means you belong on the porch with a Rottweiler to protect you.
Right.
Okay?
I prefer a pit bull, but sure.
The prediction is, and there's only one prediction, mine. It's the only prediction that matters.
That's not true.
Because I've gotten every prediction right in this postseason.
You have not, and I'm making a prediction at the end of the show.
That's
you
fine.
have not got them all right.
I'm gonna lead you. I'm hopefully gonna lead you to the light. I'm gonna be like Moses, and you're gonna be the Jews, and I'm gonna separate the Red Sea for you. I'm gonna hold your hand. Where you and I are gonna sing Kumbaya together.
Kumbaya.
And we're going to walk
you were gonna have a
into
Jewish
the
song.
Red Sea as it parts because I said it should part.
Okay.
That's where I am right now.
All right.
All right. This series will not go past 5 games.
All right, so you're picking Spurs in 5.
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay.
I think I just gave you the answer. Did I not?
So now hold on. You're saying Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. That's the prediction. Stamp of approval.
So that means
Go ahead.
that tonight, because we have a game tonight.
That's right.
Okay? And we have a team that went 7 games, but they last played on Saturday, so they're not tired. You also have a Knicks team off 9 days.
That's correct.
There is no path to your Knicks in 5 if they lose tonight.
No, there is.
They're not winning 4
straight. They would have to
straight.
win game 2.
3, 4,
They'd
5.
have to win game 3.
Yeah.
They have to win game 4, and they win game 5.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That'd be 4 straight wins. Oh, that's right. They did that against Cleveland. They did that against Philadelphia.
These are different. You're disrespecting
and they won
the
3
Spurs.
consecutive games against Atlanta.
Right. These teams are not as good.
Okay. They're also the best road playoff team in the history of basketball.
You're not the history of basketball yet. You have to finish the deal to be the history of basketball.
Go ahead.
You have to finish the deal.
Go ahead.
So I'm just saying out loud for the people out there, if you believe Craig Carton and the Knicks are going to win in 5, it is vital that they win game 1.
By the way, I'll sign up for that. Yeah.
Vital that they win
That's right.
game 1.
That way they lose game 2,
or
and
3.
then they win both games at home.
Either way,
and close it out in game 5 on the road.
Right.
That's exactly right. That's how.
They got to win game 1.
I think there's even a chance for a sweep, but I'm not going to be that guy today because then I have no wiggle room at all. Knicks in 5. And if you turn on a radio show today or TV show today or your favorite podcast today, and someone says Spurs in 7, they're frauds. And they're scared, and they belong on the porch with the dog.
Okay.
If someone says Knicks in 6, they're scared. They don't have the balls to say Knicks in 5. They belong on the porch with the dog for protection.
Right, but
Knicks in 5, that's the prediction. Stamp of approval. Next case.
Now we're going to hold you accountable.
You should hold me accountable.
Now listen.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the Knicks win, you
in 5.
as a longtime Knicks fan, you will have the right to celebrate as much as you want, whether they win in 6,
I'll be in LA
5, 6, or 7
for the game.
Well,
for the big game.
Either way,
yeah,
you have every right to celebrate. Is the point?
Yes, I'm going to celebrate.
But
4, 5, 6, or 7, I'm going to celebrate.
But you have to agree. If it goes 6, which would be winning at the Garden,
that's correct.
You were still wrong. Happy but wrong.
I was still right in picking who wins it.
No.
But I was wrong in how many games.
So hold on.
Correct.
So hold on. So the people
that's correct.
So let me get this straight.
Talk to me.
I'm talking about how you've carved these things up.
Yeah.
So now a person who predicts Knicks in 6 is a coward.
They are coward pre-finals,
right,
yes.
But correct.
Yes.
You somehow pick Knicks in 5. It happens in 6. And you're now not wrong?
No, I think if you pick Knicks in 6 and they win in 6, you're going to claim that you picked it correctly.
You did.
But you had no balls.
No, but you
have to have some balls when you make a selection prediction.
Isn't it about being correct?
It's about balls right now. All right? It's only about being correct when the series ends. That's the only time it matters if you're right or not.
Okay.
I'm saying, do you have the balls before the series starts tonight at 8:30 in San Antonio to get off the porch and run the fields with the men? That's all I'm asking you.
Okay.
And we're going to find out in about 45 minutes from you if you're sitting on the porch with your Rottweiler, whittling wood, waiting to watch the games, or if you're putting on your elbow pads and you're running them fields with me.
Okay.
I'm in the fields running.
I'm going to say this out loud right now.
Go.
I am not picking Knicks in 6 or Spurs in 5.
No, Spurs in 7 would be the other coward pick.
Yeah. I'm picking neither one of those.
Okay, good.
No power
So you're running
pick.
with me. Now, you may not have the Knicks, but at least
we'll see.
You and I, side by side, in the fields, you and I, at least we can look at each other and go, look, I might not win, but that guy's a man right there.
That's right.
And you might look at me and say, I might not win, but that guy's a man right there.
That's right.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go.
So you're picking somebody in 5.
I'm picking somebody or we'll
a sweep. I don't think you're picking a sweep.
We'll see who I
don't
pick.
think you have the guts to pick a sweep.
We'll see the games. Okay? I'm a person who
I think you're picking Spurs in 5.
On this show.
And it would kill you if the Knicks win, too.
Because it's documented.
Yes.
I've been the best picker, the best handicapper.
Well, I don't pick against the spread here, so yes, by default, you've been the best handicapper.
No.
Yeah.
Literally in the country.
By the way,
my numbers have been.
You had a great football season, for sure.
Football season. I just did.
You did.
Just did. Had the Lakers over Houston when a lot of people didn't. I've been on a roll, and it continues at the end of this program today.
Yeah. To be fair, while you've been on a roll, and you had the Sixers in 7 over the Celtics.
Over the Celtics too.
I give you that.
Bang.
You also had the Sixers over the Knicks.
All right.
That was
I'm
your
not 100%.
No, nobody's 100%.
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
Well, it's nice to know that you're in the fields with me.
That's right.
Can't wait to hear your pick of the Spurs in 5.
We'll hear it.
I can't wait for that. Speaking of 5, we got 5 seconds. We'll take a break. We'll get more to that Philly nonsense because I'm loving every bit of it. You guys are going crazy.
talk has been about sports betting handle being down or flat, right, because of the threat of prediction markets and the growth of them. But we've seen Kalshi actually kind of plateau for the first time in recent memory. Looking at a graphic right now, we've had the spike for the Super Bowl, and then this is usually when things die down. Yes, there's March Madness, but usually sports betting handle kind of goes down over the course of the spring and summer until we get back to football season.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
That's for Abdul Carter. Hey, son, you want to be a leader? Show up to meetings on time. Don't be late to practice. This guy's sitting there trying to tell me that he's got a problem with Jackson Dart going to a Trump rally when he can't even show up to a meeting on time? And he can't show up to practice and he's late? Dude.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio, only on SportsGrid.
This is all about headlines, Donnie.
Yep.
If we hear, if that noise gets louder as we get closer, then 45 cents is going to be 65 cents, and that's the repricing we're talking about. I don't need Utah to get him. I need people to think Utah is going to go up and get him, Donnie, and that's how you make money.
Prediction Markets Edge, only on SportsGrid.
Now we have to endure months of manufactured rumors about will he or won't he retire LeBron James. They are probably, Donnie, working on the Decision 2.0 for Amazon Prime as we speak. Is Jim Gray still around? But here is the beauty of the predictive markets. They make insufferable stories about insufferable people highly profitable.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back to the Craig Carton Show. Tyrone Johnson here as well. I was just checking out July 19th here in New York City.
Yeah.
10 a.m., me and Lil Wayne. First live performance of our new podcast at 10 a.m. At 3 o'clock, you got the World Cup final at MetLife Stadium. And at 7 o'clock, you got Dodgers-Yankees at Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
Pretty good time to be in New York, huh? That's a full day of fun here in New York City.
You know what? You know it's messed up, Craig.
What's that?
Now, it's one thing that you do this show and you and your buddy Lil Wayne are doing your premiere. That's great.
First guest, Tom Brady, by the way.
Yeah, tremendous. Congratulations on that.
Very happy.
You can't hook a brother up with tickets?
To what?
To the Fanatics Fest. You talking about to what? You mentioned premiering a show with Lil Wayne, with Tom Brady as a guest on Fanatics Fest. Yeah. And I got to pay to see it.
Well, you didn't ask me for tickets.
No.
I should just offer them to you?
Yes.
Why don't you come Friday instead? Okay.
See, that's
I'm leaving here Friday, going right over to the Javits Center. I'm doing my radio show from Fanatics Fest on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
So pick either one of those days, and you come.
I want to see the premiere, just like all the people are going to be anticipating the premiere with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I want to see that live.
Yeah, but I've already counted for all my tickets. Yeah, I was only given 6 tickets.
Shout out to Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Hey, Wayne, brother, can I get one of your lot of tickets?
By the way, Lil Wayne loves you. Lil Wayne loves you.
See?
I can ask if you could be an ad one to Lil Wayne's crew.
All I'm asking now, I think you have to vouch for this because I am excited for you.
Yeah,
that's going to be a great sports
fun.
day.
Yeah.
I don't go around asking for a lot of things.
You don't ask me for anything.
I don't
to be
ask
fair.
for,
You've
I'm
never
not a
asked
person
me.
that asks.
Some people ask all the time.
I don't ask for things, but in all seriousness, I'm so excited about that show. Could change this whole landscape.
Yes.
I want to be there for the premiere.
I'll have to ask Wayne if he has an extra one. I'm not sure if he's used his 6 yet. My 6 are accounted for. Now, I think if you walk
That's what happens when you have 100 kids.
I think there's a chance if you walk in with me, I could probably get you in, but I wouldn't want to make that promise, and then you're out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, excuse me.
Sorry, sir.
Back of the line, sir.
So Philadelphia is on fire right now.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively, as always. And I find it interesting that I'm now winning people back over in Philadelphia because back in 2023, I went on national television on FS1. And here's Philly Talk Podcast right there.
Shout out to those guys.
Good job by those guys who acknowledged they're not even fans of mine, but they put out a video of mine from 2023 when I was hosting, I think it was still called the Craig Carton Show back then, right? Before they changed the name and lost half the ratings because they took my name off the wall, which is a tangible, verifiable fact. Not my decision, but someone's dopey decision to take my name off the wall and watch ratings plummet when they did. But again, neither here nor there in regards to that.
Yeah, Philly Talk.
Yeah, but Philly Talk Podcast posted it. Yes. And in 2023, I told everybody there's a problem in the Eagle locker room.
Yes.
And there's a problem between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. And I said it involves a woman. And I didn't give any specifics other than that because it wasn't my place to tell all the specifics of that story other than there was stuff brewing. Obviously, fast forward to 2026, A.J. Brown gets traded to the Patriots, and now all of a sudden, everything I told you in 2023 that got poo-pooed by Adam Schefter on Philadelphia radio, The Fanatic, your former station, and by John Kincaid, the morning guy in Philadelphia, for the last few years there as well. Also poo-pooed my report back in 2023. Well, how you like me now? Because as I've said in the past, I'll say again, nobody has their finger on the pulse of Philadelphia sports more than I do. And I don't even like Philadelphia sports, but I'm beloved in Philadelphia.
No, it's not
and
true.
The Philadelphia people love talking to me and telling me things, and it's always verifiably true. What I told you back in 2023, now 3 years later comes out to be accurate, and I'm not even asking for flowers. I'm just saying, told you so, and you know who you can trust and who you can't trust. I'm the guy to be trusted. Folks that talk sports in Philadelphia have no idea what's going on behind the scenes because they're ass kissers and they don't do the work it takes to find out what's really going on. But here's what's fascinating to me. What's fascinating to me is that despite my report in 23 being poo-pooed and denied by everybody involved, including the Eagles, who wanted to ban me from the facility, I've never asked to go to the facility. So banning me from the facility is, again, going back to my favorite Chris Rock joke, is like banning him from Rihanna's panties. Right. He wasn't invited. Right? I've never once asked for a pass to go to an Eagle practice, the Eagle locker room, or the Eagle sidelines. So the attempt to ban me from those places is pointless and meaningless. Banning me from a casino is meaningful. Banning me from an Eagle sideline has no impact on my life. But here's what's interesting to me. The way you frauds have now turned your backs on A.J. Brown.
Whoa. He turned his back on Philly.
And that's fascinating to me.
Over a side piece.
So you guys have turned your back on the guy that is certainly a Mount Rushmore wide receiver in Philadelphia Eagle history. One of the great wide receivers the Eagles franchise has ever had.
Yeah, that's true.
And I remember a few years ago when you guys all ran to Barnes & Noble and Amazon to buy that dopey self-help book of his because you were so in love with him and everybody was kissing his ass in Philadelphia.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
I
remember that book. I remember that well.
Reading on the sideline, people got very mad at me. I make people mad often. But people got very mad at me because I said it was a low-class move from a low-class player, and I was correct.
Turns out you were right. Yeah. But you were voiced in the wilderness there, Tyrone, because the majority of your brethren, meaning Eagle fans and Eagle reporters and talk show hosts, were on that dude's junk like white on rice. Like couldn't kiss his ass enough. Oh, it's so great that he has a self-help book on the sideline. What a great guy. We're going to help him sell books. Let's put the author of the book on our radio show. And on and on and on. And now all that guy did was say, look, I got a problem with some teammates. Yes, it's over a side piece. You know, that's part of the story for sure. And now you guys have turned your back on him like he's now singularly responsible for your failures last year in not getting out of the first round of the playoffs, right?
No, he's not singularly responsible.
But I know he's not. But if you listen to Eagle fans over the last 36 hours, it's like, you know, now that he's with the Patriots and put out a dopey AI photo of him as a kid wearing a Patriot jersey, you guys are now caught in your feelings, which reminds me something. It's a valuable lesson I think we all need to learn from time to time.
What's that?
A bully's only a bully until a bigger bully punches him in the mouth.
So you're saying that A.J. Brown was a bully, and now
A.J. Brown punched you people right in the mouth.
No, he didn't.
And you reacted the way bullies react.
That's not true.
You put your tail between your legs, you ran home to your mama, and you said, I never liked him in the first place. You guys kissed that man's ass for 4 years, day in and day out.
Nah.
And the minute he goes to New England, now you're acting like he didn't win a Super Bowl for you. Now you're acting like he wasn't a great wide receiver. Now you're acting like you didn't kiss his ass. It is so predictable. of you weak-ass people in Philadelphia who get exposed time and time again. You got exposed with the Sixers, and now you've been exposed as frauds when it comes to the Eagles. What a minor league dump. Carton show, the clown prince, Nick Saban, was at it again. Talking about how NIL's the death of college sports. Because he's claiming that if you don't spend, up to $20 million a year in your football program, you can't compete. It's always funny to me when the guys that are against the legal spending on talent and the college ranks who did it illegally for so many years are now bemoaning the fact that every team has the ability, if they have a big enough and generous enough donor, to actually stroke a check to support whatever athletic program that person or people like to support. It's typically men's football and basketball, but there are also programs where the women's sports are supported.
Texas
like
softball.
Texas Tech softball, millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars.
South Carolina basketball, I think it was $6 million this year.
And that's why they sell out every game.
Had an operating loss, but the money was there to attract, the top talent. And it dawned on me that Nick Saban is still of that era of, like the Jim Boeheims of the world. Like the, obviously you're successful, well-known coaches, whether it be football or basketball, who got away with bloody murder by paying guys under the table when it was not legal to do it, or giving them no-show jobs, or providing them with cars and gifts to make them want to go to certain schools, or literally brown bags of cash. Well, now that it's above board and everybody's allowed to do it, there's an actual reason why teams like Alabama don't dominate every single year in college football anymore, why Syracuse is no longer a threat to go to the Final Four or win the Big East, because we've leveled the playing field. When you're the only people spending money on players, you get the best players. When everybody can spend money on the players, now you have a level, even playing field, which is why a team like Indiana, that's got a guy like Mark Cuban writing big checks for the football program, they can go from arguably the worst football program in the Big Ten forever.
Well, they had the most losses. They have the most losses.
To all of a sudden being a dominant powerhouse that might become, a 2, 3, 4, 5-time champion as long as Kurt Cignetti's there. So there's actual tangible proof that allowing everybody to pay for players has made the game more competitive. And has stopped the haves versus the have-nots, right? It's also why Notre Dame is in the tournament last year and a perennial #1 type team, right? So Here's the reality. I did a little research.
Yeah.
Because he's bemoaning the fact that what started off as $5 million became 12, became 17, and I think last year Alabama spent $20 million just on the football program. The average endowment of an SEC school right now today is about $6 billion. Let that sink in. So for those of you that don't know what an endowment is, that's how much money they have sitting in the bank today.
Right.
That money is typically used for academic pursuits, but that's how much money they have. Whether it's to build a new building, whether that's for a new program, whatever it might be, they've got $6 billion that they're sitting on.
Right.
Well, football at Alabama is a net positive revenue-producing sport.
Makes sense.
So you're telling me that Alabama can't take $20 million out of the $6 billion fund they're sitting on, which is going to produce a net profit because they're so popular.
They sell jerseys. They sell all the games,
and
all
the TV deal, and the attendance,
right,
and all the things that have the Alabama stamp and logo on it. That you're telling me that you can't compete?
Of course they can.
You're telling me that you can't take $20 million out of a $6 billion slush fund and use it on a net positive revenue-producing sport? Well, I say to you, yes, you can. I say to you that teams like that, schools like that, and it's every school in the SEC that has, on average, about $6 billion endowment, has the ability, if they so choose, to compete tomorrow for a national championship, whether that be basketball, whether that be football. And by the way, not just men's sports. If you think highly of female college athletics and you want to have the best women's softball team, you have the money to do it.
UConn women's basketball spends big. To win big, they
you
spend big.
You are choosing not to do it.
Right.
This is not whether or not you have the ability to do it. These schools are making the decision not to do it. I always use Syracuse as the best example. Jim Boeheim, the former head coach of Syracuse for the first 2 years after his retirement, was picked to be the face of the NIL fundraising for Syracuse. So a bunch of us alumni sat down and met with Jim Boeheim. One of my buddies, a very successful, well-to-do guy who loves Syracuse, would love to stroke that check, sat with Jim Boeheim. Syracuse is sitting on anywhere from $5 to $7 billion in their endowment, okay? So they can compete endowment-wise with the SEC. They made a $30 million profit on basketball a few years ago. They had $600,000 in their NIL account. And they're asking people with their hands out, will you stroke a check?
No.
Well, why would I stroke a check? You have a $6 billion endowment. You have a $30 million net profit on your sport. Why am I writing the check when you can write the check?
That's right.
That's all this is about. They want to go the OPM way, other people's money. Every major school in this country has the financial ability to write that check. Nick Saban is wrong. Craig Carton along with Tyrone Johnson. We got great news for you. CraigCartonShow.com. And Tyrone, what do you get if you go to that amazing website?
Well, right now you can subscribe to our upcoming newsletter. You put in your email address, and then bang, you'll get all the new Craig Carton Show content when it arrives.
Not just that, you also get merch drops, exclusive content, and appearances. So again, one more time, that website is CraigCartonShow.com.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Well, the talk has been about sports betting handle being down or flat, right, because of the threat of prediction markets and the growth of them. But we've seen Kalshi actually kind of plateau for the first time in recent memory. Looking at a graphic right now, we've had the spike for the Super Bowl, and then this is usually when things die down. Yes, there's March Madness, but usually sports betting handle kind of goes down over the course of the spring and summer until we get back to football season.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
For Abdul Carter. Hey, son, you want to be a leader? Show up to meetings on time. Don't be late to practice. This guy's sitting there trying to tell me that he's got a problem with Jackson Dart going to a Trump rally when he can't even show up to a meeting on time and he can't show up to practice and he's late? Dude.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
Back to the Craig Carton Show. Great to have you here. Obviously, tonight is Game 1, NBA Finals. All that waiting we've done. It finally happens tonight. I love it because I'm a big anthem guy, and they typically show you the national anthem before every single game in the NBA Finals, so I'm eager to see who the anthem singer is going to be on that. The Spurs versus the Thunder was the most watched conference finals in 24 years. Game 7, which was actually the second most competitive game in the entire series, next to Game 1, which was a double overtime game, did 16 million viewers, and Pete did almost 18 million viewers, making it one of the highest rated conference finals series in a quarter of a century. I told you this last week, and I'm sticking to it. I believe, in part because of Wemby's international celebrity, being from France and all, and because the Knicks are in New York, the largest market in the world from a media standpoint, I think this series has an opportunity, if it's competitive, and I think it will be, to be the most watched NBA Finals, not just of the last quarter century, but possibly of all time. I think it has that type of juice to it. Well, no, I know the average fan doesn't care, but I do.
No, the average fan doesn't care.
Shows you the power of the N and the Y.
Yeah, maybe.
Which stands for New York.
Yeah.
The power of the orange and the blue.
But hold on.
The power of Willis Reed and Clyde Frazier and Jim Dolan. The power of the Mecca. The power of 33rd and 7th.
Already.
The power of Madison Square Garden.
Games in San Antonio.
The former home of Bowling for Dollars.
You said that this is a
the
5-game series.
Of the 1994 championship Rangers. The home for many, many years of Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, Circus.
Circus would go everywhere, not just a garden.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But
we said no to the circus, and the circus died that day.
Yeah, well, because of the abuse of animals.
No, because we rebuilt the garden and wouldn't let the giraffes and elephants in.
Oh, I'm talking about they were still going. They were abusing elephants and stuff. But anyway, you said this is a 5-game series.
That's correct.
There's no way a 5-game series is the most watched series ever.
Game 5 in San Antonio. You will see 40 million people watching that game.
No, you won't.
As the Knicks close out their first championship in 50-plus years.
No, you won't. You're not calling for a competitive series. Maybe I am at the end of the show.
I think each game's going to be competitive.
It doesn't matter.
I think each game's going to be like Knicks by 11. No,
so this is what I'm saying. Craig's right with this first part. This is, I believe, going to be the most watched finals in NBA history.
Certainly this century, yes.
In NBA history, I'm saying it. But it's because it won't be a 5-game series. And that's why. A 5-game series will not have the juice, Craig. This is where you getting so excited in your Knicks fandom.
Right.
You're now you're lathered up so much that you're now being inaccurate. It's going to be a competitive, long series, and that's why I could break the record. And another, now
I'll give you this. If it goes 7, then it's a lock. That Game 7 will be the most watched finals game, minimum, last 25 years, and most likely of all time.
Hey, Ethan, what is the record? Ethan has it in front of him.
He doesn't have it. That would
require work. He has it in front of him.
Is that right?
What is the record,
Why is his fingers moving right now?
He's got it in front of him. You go ahead. What is the number? What is it?
First, tell me the series.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. Are you going the most watched individual game or the most watched series?
Series.
So it's an average then.
Right.
It's an average of 4, 5, 6, or 7 games, whatever it was.
Right.
All right. So it's got to be. I'm going to take a guess.
Yeah.
That it's Chicago, Utah.
Yes.
Okay. Jordan's last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously the Game 6 winner, the flu game, the whole thing.
The push off.
He didn't push off.
He definitely.
He didn't push off.
And, by the way.
Was that Brian Russell, right?
Yeah, Brian Russell. Also, guarding Jordan at the end of the game, man-to-man, with Dennis Rodman on the floor. You have Karl Malone come and double, and if Rodman beats you, fine. That was the worst coach.
Yeah.
That is the worst coach.
That was the late Jerry Sloan.
Rest in peace, Jerry Sloan.
Yes, you're taking a shot at a dead guy.
But, yeah, okay, it was terrible coaching. If I run into him in heaven, I want to coach my squad versus him.
Yes.
My heaven squad.
Okay, so it was Bulls, Jazz. That's the 98, 99 no.
97, 98.
97, 98.
So 98.
Because 99 was Spurs Knicks.
Yes.
All right, so 97, 98. Do you have each game or just the series?
Just the series.
What you need to average.
31 million.
Lower Bob.
25 million.
Higher Bob.
28 million. 28 and a half. 29 million?
29 million.
29 million people is the average.
Right.
To watch the greatest player of all time.
Second greatest player of all
Now,
time.
this series doesn't have that. Like, you had a chance to watch what many of us thought could have been the final game of the greatest player of all time. So it gets juiced a little bit.
Right.
Obviously, there's no cord cutting. There weren't apps and all this other
Right.
stuff. It was on NBC. If you wanted to watch it, you turned on Channel 4 in New York and you watch it. Yes, Marv Albert right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what were you just whispering over there?
What do you think last year Game 7 got?
Last year, Game 7, Indiana Pacers, Thunder.
Halliburton gets hurt in the
Halliburton
game.
gets hurt in
Early,
the game.
early in the game.
First quarter, I think,
Yes,
right?
it was. Changed the whole outlook of the game.
So 29 million is the record for one game. I'm going to say it's
For
not
one
going to be an
series.
impressive number. I think it's under 20. Under 15.
About 13.
Under 12. Under 10. 8.6.
7.6.
That's a bad number.
Now remember, you had Naptown, okay, in Indianapolis,
right,
and Oklahoma City. There's no juice there.
Middle America markets,
right?
And let's be honest, as much as SGA was already crowned MVP, SGA doesn't have the cachet that Durant would have had,
Right.
that Steph would have had, that LeBron would have had.
Or that Wemby has right now.
7.6 million. So I will tell you this. This year's final, any game, whether it's a 4-game series or all the way to a 7-game series, they're the lowest rated game of this series will be in double digits.
Oh, yeah. They're not getting under 10. They're not getting under 10.
It is going to blow away last year's NBA Finals from a rating standpoint. 100%.
Yeah. And the World Series got roughly about 13 million. I think they beat the World Series on average fairly easily. Yeah, fairly easily.
And by the way,
the World
that
Series
was Toronto, LA.
Yes.
Right? That was a great World Series.
World Series.
But Toronto, I don't even know if that counts.
Right, because the Canadian numbers don't. So domestically, that affected it. That was like 13.
Because I know internationally, it was the most watched World Series of all time. Because you had Ohtani and folks in Japan got up to watch it.
Right, and of course, all the Toronto
and Canadian fans did too.
It did a huge number.
Yeah, I think we're looking at, if 29 is the all-time record for one game.
One series.
For one series.
Series, yeah.
Find out what Game 6 was in 98. Game 6 had to be over 30 million.
Right. The other part is
because it was a closeout game.
Right, and Karl Malone and Stockton were very famous at that point in that
best players not to win.
And all that stuff had been going on since the 80s, so they had a lot of cachet for a long time. Something that this Knicks team, this is not a knock, they just haven't been together for that long period of time.
So what was Game 6?
35.
Yeah,
35 for Game 7.
So that means outside of Game 6, they were in the low 20s, right?
Yeah,
maybe got to 25, right?
And then boom.
So I would tell you that I think this series is going to average somewhere in the low 20s.
That was the most watched
Okay?
Yeah.
The most watched game in NBA history was Game 6.
Was that Jordan?
So I don't think we get that.
Yeah.
I don't think we get 36 million people. But I bet you're in the mid-20s.
I agree.
I bet you, and if it goes 7 games, which I don't think it will, then I think it has a chance to touch 30. I think it's possible, depending on how the series plays out. And obviously, if Wemby does stuff that we've never seen before. See, as much as I'm a Knicks fan, and Jalen Brunson is an underappreciated superstar, he is their star. Yes. Right? Jalen Brunson could walk down the street of Oklahoma and not be noticed.
Right. Here he
Wemby
be mobbed.
can't walk anywhere because he's 9 feet tall.
Right. New York, he be mobbed.
So, like, if
places.
Wemby comes out in Game 1 with like a 30, 20, and 10 kind of game,
sets a big tone.
Then obviously the expectation for Game 2, and then the 2 games at the Garden, changes dramatically. But I think this is going to be the most watched finals of this quarter century.
I'll say this too.
I think that's a fair statement to make.
Yes, I agree. Now, you're a Knicks fan, obviously, but for the story, it's better if the Spurs win Game 1. For the story.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The better story is the Knicks winning a championship.
You just laid it out. If Wemby has a monster tonight, and then the anticipation for Game 2, and then the guarantee of if the Knicks are up 2-0 when they go to the Garden, the people will be going crazy. But it weakens the story.
Yeah, but I don't care about the story.
I care about the story.
I don't.
care about the story.
I don't want the Spurs winning game 1.
I do.
No, I got to get my win on the road right out of the gate.
Win game 2.
Okay? I'll worry about game 2 when game 2 happens on Friday. I'm game 1. I don't care if the NBA has record numbers or not. I want the Knicks to win game 1. I ain't waiting on game 2. I want a sweep. Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all 4.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
They're trading right now currently at 74 wins on the season, which means the Kalshi marketplace goes by 5-win intervals. 75-plus wins for those Houston Astros. That's a 49% contract to the yes, which a $100 investment pays back $205, Greg. I'm not high on this team. Look, again, 75 wins for the Astros is terrible, but this team might not even look the same as where we stand today by the time we get to that deadline.
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
For Abdul Carter. Hey, son, you want to be a leader? Show up to meetings on time. Don't be late to practice. This guy's sitting there trying to tell me that he's got a problem with Jackson Dart going to a Trump rally when he can't even show up to a meeting on time? And he can't show up to practice and he's late? Dude.
Outspoken with Dan Sileo, only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Back to the Craig Carton Show. Tyrone Johnson here as well. He's going to give you his pick on Game 1 tonight, and then in addition to Game 1 on the series. I've already put mine out there. Knicks in 5. If anybody you listen to says Spurs in 7, don't trust them. They're afraid of making a pick. If anybody out there tells you Knicks in 6, don't trust them. They're afraid of making a pick. And they're just trying to stay in the middle lane where they can take some ownership of, see how close I was, see how right I was. It's nothing but yellow belly stuff.
This is ridiculous.
All right, and if anybody says Knicks or Spurs in 4, they're homers and they shouldn't be trusted. The only people you can trust are people that make a prediction that somebody wins in 5. That is a man prediction.
No, it's not.
All right, so I just want to put it out
I'm
there.
not picking anything in 5.
I may even give you Spurs in 6. I could sell that as a man prediction because it means the Spurs would win at the Garden, and the Garden is an unwinnable place for teams to play. So I guess I would appreciate Spurs in 6 if you made that prediction, but your prediction's coming up in 10.
Yeah, now you brought that up, and I'm not wishing this on you at all because I'm a friend.
Yeah.
You guys have been through a lot, and I respect Knicks fans a great deal.
Sure.
Okay, I do. I respect Knicks fans a great deal, and I have been very respectful to the Knicks fans. You can't put that out in the atmosphere.
That's facts.
But the worst, no.
The worst prediction is Knicks in 4, Spurs in 4.
No.
Because that's just homerism.
No. The most
second worst prediction is Spurs in 7.
No. The most painful loss would be Knicks in 6. You guys couldn't recover. The way
you
the
mean
city,
Spurs in 6?
Yes, I'm sorry, Spurs in 6.
Yes, if I lost Game 6 at home
the city
at the end of the season,
the city doesn't recover.
I will not come into work the next day.
Right, and the city
taking the day off.
I'm saying the way the city's been hyped.
Yes.
And I'm not, again, I respect the Knicks fans, and I'm looking forward to the parade party because I'll be there.
No, you're not.
If I am going to be there, it's already been approved. It's been approved by a lot of other Knicks fans.
I talked to NYPD. You'll be found.
I won't be
You'll
found.
be in the Tombs all weekend.
I'll walk around the city.
I don't even know what the Tombs are. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If you get arrested on Friday in New York City,
Not happening.
there's no judge available.
Yeah.
You spend your weekend in what they call the Tombs, an underground prison in New York City.
Yeah.
You don't get arraigned till Monday.
Yeah, like I said.
You don't
Craig,
get to bring a mask neither.
This is how I'm going around the city. This is how I'm going around the city. Okay? I refuse to get caught up in your mess.
Okay?
I'm not doing
Put a
it.
little Nick tattoo on your face. You'll be like a
I'll be
sticker.
like
You'll be
this.
all good.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. What are you talking about? I just don't want to get Ebola.
Good.
But in all seriousness, the world could not handle Spurs in 6. Like that can't.
No, I agree. That would be a devastating loss for the Knicks.
Like that is the worst.
Getting
case.
swept is better.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yes. In that, because you never get hopes up.
Yeah.
You think, oh, we win game 6, we're going to go take it in 7. That's the
Correct.
mindset going into that game.
That's
6.
exactly right.
If you were to lose a game,
yeah.
man.
Thank you,
And you
Tyrone. I appreciate
brought it up.
that.
You brought that
It'd kind of be like losing to Kawhi Leonard in the corner in Toronto.
No,
Yeah,
because
you
that
still-
wasn't
you're
the
still
finals.
eating on that one,
Wasn't
aren't
the
you?
finals. Wasn't the finals.
It was not the finals,
I will
right.
say I was hosting a show called Sixers Outsiders, and I won't mention my co-host.
Yeah.
Cried.
Sixers outsiders.
Yes.
Yes.
Cried. My co-host.
Crying.
Cried.
Crying?
Cried after.
When Kawhi Leonard's shot went in?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like actual tears?
A little bit.
What loser was that?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Tell
This
me the
was
guy's name.
I'm not doing that.
Is it the guy that just got
It wa-
arrested?
No, it was not
Okay.
a guy.
It was a gal.
It was a gal, and she's very talented.
What's her name, Rhea?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm not doing that.
Tell me her name.
Not doing that.
Was it the girl that got fired by NBC this year?
No.
Not her.
And she didn't get
Was
fired.
it Monica McNutt?
No,
No?
Monica's a friend, but it
Okay.
wasn't her. She's a Knicks fan.
Yeah. Well, she claims to be.
She is. She's from
Yeah.
here. She went to Georgetown, play ball.
She claims to be a Knicks fan.
Monica's
I'm
a
not
star.
quite sure if she's a
Shout
Knicks
out
fan
to
or not.
Monica McNutt, who's a
Yeah.
star.
I like Monica as well. I do.
Monica's a star.
I don't know if she's a real Knicks fan.
She had me on her podcast years ago.
Yeah.
No lie, she's a Knicks fan.
It's a great last name for a woman too. McNutt.
Don't you dare. Don't you
great name.
Don't you do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't you
I
do
actually
that.
like Monica a lot.
No, she's great.
I have a lot
I'm
of
serious.
respect for
She's a
Monica.
star. In all
But
seriousness, she's a
yeah, I
star.
mean, McNutt.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
You know full well she had to deal with that when she was dating.
Of course she grew up.
Yeah.
Growing up, that was something
Yeah,
that they did. You know?
like between the McDonald's jokes and the sex jokes. Hey, did Monica make you McNutt?
Why are you doing that? What are you doing? What are we doing here? She's going to have a 30, 40-year career.
No, she's great.
Yeah, what are we doing?
She's great. I actually pitched her for this show.
Oh.
As a matter of fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank
yeah.
you for turning it down, Monica. Shout out to you again.
I just got bad news that Peebo Bryson passed away.
Yeah.
Peebo Bryson, let's be honest though, if we can, outside of Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World, name a Peebo Bryson song.
Hold on. You can't say outside of 2 international smashes.
Yes.
What have you heard of? How many people don't have an international smash?
Beauty and the Beast.
That's right.
A Whole New World.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else? What was the third hit?
Listen, he has other hits.
I'm a big Peebo Bryson guy too. But I was testing myself. Now that he passed on, could I name 5 Peebo Bryson songs?
You've heard Tonight I Celebrate My Love.
Tonight I celebrate my love for you.
That was a big wedding song
That was
in
a
the
good
80s.
song.
In the 80s.
That's 3. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. How about If You're Ever in My Arms Again? Was that one of his hits?
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to come up with it, but now I got.
That's a good. Peebo.
Peebo's got hits.
He's got hits. Peebo Bryson's legit.
I was a big fan of Peebo Bryson's. He's no Jeffrey Osborne. A woo woo woo.
How he got away with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
On
our
the Wings
theme
of
song
Love.
in Fox.
On the Wings of Love.
That was our theme song in Fox.
Yeah.
On the Wings of Love. Yeah. I'm friends with Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh, are you?
I should have Jeffrey Osborne swing through.
You should. You know, he throws a great barbecue every summer, and he gets all these big artists to come sing. Johnny Gill, all these people come out. Seriously, he has Judge Mathis there. He throws.
Is that right?
Yeah, he gets different people to come out. Okay, like he's going Johnny Gill. Like you have somebody Johnny Gill at his
he
barbecue.
He doesn't respect Johnny Gill.
You don't remember New Edition? You don't know My. You don't know about Johnny Gill?
The red dress. I mean,
come on now.
My.
Imagine you go to a barbecue, just a friend's barbecue, and Johnny Gill's performing. You'd be excited, except Ethan.
Matter of fact, I'm there.
Right.
I start making requests.
Right, like, hey, what else you got? You know me while you're singing?
Could you do Mr. Telephone Man, please? Racist.
Can you stand the rain? You got to ask him.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about New Edition.
He doesn't know
Can't
anything
stand
about
the
New
rain.
Edition. Doesn't know about Keith Sweat.
None of that. Right.
He doesn't know
Reverse
about
Sweat
anything.
Gill.
Yeah.
My body all over your body. You don't know nothing about that in the Johnny Gill catalog.
It's like
he thought it was.
it's like it's White Monday here again. Anyhow, prayers to the family of
Absolutely.
Peebo Bryson. Does have the two biggest Disney hits of all time, and I Truth Thursday. I listen to those songs all the time. All the time I listen to them. Because Johnny Battle was married to the woman who sang one of those duets with him.
Well, the talk has been about sports betting handle being down or flat, right, because of the threat of prediction markets and the growth of them. But we've seen Kalshi actually kind of plateau for the first time in recent memory. Looking at a graphic right now, we've had the spike for the Super Bowl, and then this is usually when things die down. Yes, there's March Madness, but usually sports betting handle kind of goes down over the course of spring and summer until we get back to football season.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
That's for Abdul Carter. Hey, son, you want to be a leader? Show up to meetings on time. Don't be late to practice. This guy's sitting there trying to tell me that he's got a problem with Jackson Dart going to a Trump rally when he can't even show up to a meeting on time? And he can't show up to practice and he's late? Dude.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio, only on SportsGrid.
This is all about headlines, Donnie. If we hear, if that noise gets louder as we get closer, then 45 cents is going to be 65 cents, and that's the repricing we're talking about. I don't need Utah to get them. I need people to think Utah is going to go up and get them, Donnie, and that's how you make money.
Prediction Markets Edge, only on SportsGrid.
Now we have to endure months of manufactured rumors about will he or won't he retire LeBron James. They are probably, Donnie, working on the Decision 2.0 for Amazon Prime as we speak. Is Jim Gray still around? But here is the beauty of the predictive markets. They make insufferable stories about insufferable people highly profitable.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Love what a New York City bar is doing. Upper East Side bar called the Jeffrey is using the prediction markets to do something really smart. So it's here in New York City, and what they're saying to people, if you're coming in to watch tonight's Knick game, they will comp you $100 on your bar tab. Whether you're getting wings or booze, whatever it is, the first $100 you spend will be comped per person, not per table. Yeah. So if me, you, and Ethan go out, the three of us, we start off with a $300 credit if the Knicks win the game. Yeah. If the Knicks lose the game, we got to pay our tab.
Love it.
Now you have to pay taxes and tip out of your own pocket.
And you got to tip on the whole amount. Don't tip on the minus. You tip on the whole amount.
You got to be generous to the waitresses and bartenders. So what they did, though, to hedge that promotion, which is very similar to a Mattress Mac promotion in Houston, the guy that wages millions of dollars on the Astros,
he's the best,
and the Rockets and things like that.
30 years
is they made a $5,000 wager on Kalshi that the Knicks would win.
There you go.
So if the Knicks win, they win. I think the number's $12,000. I think I saw
because they're underdogs, right?
So they would win $12,000 or $13,000 on their $5,000 bet, and that would then cover the cost of giving everybody $100 per person based on the size of the bar. It's a small bar up on the Upper East Side, the Jeffrey it's called. To me, that's genius, and that's now going to be the norm. Yeah. Where since it's legal to make the wager, you can now do right by your customer base, because now I'm going to go back to the Jeffrey because A, I had a great time.
100%.
B, they comped my first $100. Well, how much money am I really going to spend anyway? I'm going to have a couple orders of wings. I'll have 4 or 5 drinks and shots. My bill might be about $120.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you add the food into it.
Yeah.
So easy peasy, right? The Knicks win, I win. the Knicks win, the bar wins. So I'm actually surprised at the first bar to come up with it. And now I think it's going to be Cappy City.
Yeah.
Because if I owned a bar, I would do that every night.
Right.
And I would just use stuff for the news like, hey, come on in. Let's watch, bad example, the State of the Union tonight.
Right.
How many times does Trump give a thumbs up?
Right.
Right?
Boom.
Your dinner's free. I'm hedging that by betting on it on Kalshi or Polymarket.
Yeah.
I win. My customers win. Everybody's happy.
And you know where I think this is going to be the hit the zenith will be the Super Bowl.
I think that'd be a huge
The Super Bowl, especially
Absolutely
in the
right.
city. Like, let's say the Rams, they were now favored. It's in L.A., and they're there. Whatever as a sports city, it's a big city. You got to figure every bar will
I
do
agree.
this. And for the Super Bowl, and then the road
I would
city
do
will do the
that
same
for
thing.
any live event or news-making event
Mm-hmm.
that I know people are going to come because they want to gather and congregate to watch it. I'm now going to turn that into a betting opportunity and a
Mm-hmm.
chance for me to win customers over for life.
Seattle with the NFL opener.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
So I think we should open up a bar is what I'm saying. That's
Now, you've done that before.
I've done it. I wish I still had it.
If I'll tell you this, I have money set aside.
For a restaurant and bar?
Yes.
Great.
For a percentage.
Ethan will run it. You'll fund it. I'll promote it.
No.
Perfect.
No.
Sounds good.
I wanted 10%
You
of the bar.
funded it.
I want 10% of the bar. I don't want to fund it. I want 10%.
No, you're funding
I
it.
want a piece of the bar.
Ethan gets a salary to run it.
I want to own 10%
I get a
of the
piece
bar.
of it to market it. Sounds like a plan. Sweat equity, actual equity because he's working. You put up all the money.
I don't have all the money. I have 10% of the money.
You said you had the money.
I said I have.
You said
money
you
set
put money aside.
I have money aside, not all the money.
I mean, here I thought we're opening up a bar now, and now you're telling me you don't have all the money.
I don't have all the money.
Wow.
I can talk. I know people who have all the money.
I don't want other people involved because then I got to pay them back.
Well, see, this is the problem.
You're willing to
I
lose
was
the
hoping
money.
you would have the capital, and I would kick in 10%.
Yeah, it's not 2016 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard about a place
You're not
in
opening
Philly.
up Brooklyn
No,
Roots.
But I also heard about a place in Philly back in the day.
Yeah, called Labrador's Pub.
Yeah, there you
Hottest
go.
bar in Philly.
Yeah.
2015 to
I was too young to go.
1995 to 1997.
I was really too young to go. I heard
Hottest bar
about
in
it
Philly.
back then. I was too young to go.
If you
I
brought
didn't
a
have
picture
any
of your
money
dog, you got a free pint of beer.
See?
That's right.
I heard
'Cause
about
we were dog
back-
friendly. You couldn't bring your dog in because that's weird. But you brought a picture of your dog. We put it on the wall, and you got a free pint. Yeah. How about that?
I heard about
Hottest
that place.
bar in
I
Philly.
couldn't go.
Hottest girls in Philly too. And there was an upstairs if you needed it, and a back room if you needed
Was
it.
Burl in there ever?
What happened?
Was Pat Burl ever in there?
I'm not that guy, but that's where Glindros drank on February 13th. I can tell you that. You can look it up.
You should Google this after the show.
Time
people.
now for Tyrone's pick, not just on tonight's game.
Yes.
Spurs are favored by 4.5, but also the series. Take it away.
Yes, indeed. I think that this series is going to go the distance, so it starts in game one. I like the Spurs minus the 4.5 tonight. On large part, I think the Knicks are going to be rusty. For the series, I'm not making a coward pick, and I am picking the Knicks. But the Knicks are going to win it on the road in San Antonio in 7 games. This is going the full distance, Knicks in 7, and I will be with all of you at the parade.
Knicks in 7's a ballsy pick.
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 6 is a, not a ballsy pick. So I'll give you credit for that.
in 7.
I've got the Knicks in 5. If you're going to wager responsibly. Tomorrow, it's all about Knicks Spurs. Thank you for watching. Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all 4.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
They're trading right now currently at 74 wins on the season, which means the Kalshi marketplace goes by 5-win intervals. 75-plus wins for those Houston Astros. That's a 49% contract to the yes, which a $100 investment pays back $205, Greg. I'm not high on this team. Look, again, 75 wins for the Astros is terrible, but this team might not even look the same as where we stand today by the time we get to that deadline.
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
That's for Abdul Carter. Hey, son, you want to be a leader? Show up to meetings on time. Don't be late to practice. This guy's sitting there trying to tell me that he's got a problem with Jackson Dart going to a Trump rally when he can't even show up to a meeting on time? And he can't show up to practice and he's late? Dude.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.